Well, anime fans, I'm back with, of course, Saiki. But this will be the last Saiki review on this channel. Maybe. I don't know. It depends if they decide to give it new content. Depends if they decide to give the series new content or not. I don't know. Well, but now this is good. This will be the last video on Saiki on this channel. Sad, really. I love Saiki. Of course, I can rewatch it anytime. I'm doing Disastrous or Saiki Reawakened. This was announced by Netflix and released like in 2020 something. I can't remember. This is a series that adapts chapters that were not adapted. And the final episode actually doesn't adapt any main chapters in the manga. Now I'll maybe get a little bit later. You know. Unlike the so Netflix dubbed it, and they also see the dub. We're a completely different cast compared to the Funimation dub. Yeah. Some of them are alright, like Bryce Papenbrook as Akechi. Interesting choice. And so if I looked at the voice cast, most of them have been a freaking JoJo. No joke. Hyro is played by Billy Connets. You know, Josuke from JoJo. I mean, we have a Rohan counterpart too in Psycho. That's actually quite interesting to think. Yeah, they got a lot of JoJo BAs to be in Saiki. Let's see, the dub must have been the same cut, must be the same place. So, the different studio it was, must live around the same area as Banzo Entertainment. Hence to get those voice actors. Because it's cheaper to get voice actors around in the same location, you know, the same city and stuff. And my 4Kids had a lot of voice actors based in New York, because they were a New York-based company. So, for some reason, these characters didn't appear. And well, one of the characters, a few of the characters don't really appear much because of what chapters they're adapted. Like, Mara doesn't appear much. She only has 2 appearances in the entirety of the series. Imu Rikuta only appears in the final episode. And that's at the end. I didn't even know who she was when I first watched because she did not appear. And I like Catchy, but I wish she had more episodes. I wish she had more stuff to interact with. Is there more content with her in the manga? I really don't know. Because I hope there is, because he didn't get much screen time. At his debut, he's kind of been in the background most of the time. And we getting bigger, towards the end of the season, which comes close to the final arc. So it kind of disappointed me. I like Akechi's character. He's really unique. He only gets one segment in the entirety of the series. That's one chapter they adapt after his debut. Well, I think of it when I first watched it, I liked him. Back from my biggest job. I didn't know much about what happened in the main series. So, anyway, I'm still mixed on the dub cast. Well, Saiki's new dub voice isn't that bad, but Cherry Joe was perfect casting. You actually balance the right tone for the character. He's a fun actor. That's my first exposure to the actor too. Of course, very fast American I was killed Summer and Bruce past hits both 2001 and 2019. Since Funimation brought most of the same cast back for the reboot. Well, basically only the main cast for the trio. Laura Bailey, Eric Bale, and Jerry Jewell, the only actors from the original series to come back to reprise their roles. I can find a cover series too when I can, also covering the manga. Because I do like it. Contrary to what you think, I don't hate shoujo. Like that, I got a shoujo review on this channel with review I love to make it through. I don't get patient, but it's because me is trying my best to break out this stupid habit. It's so persistent even though I keep trying to get rid of it. Stupid internet, see off both why I had this habit. If the internet didn't act up back in 2024, none of this would have happened. A lot of my reviews would be complete. I wouldn't be in certain situations. And nope. That's me. Anyway, another disappointment I have with the series. No opening or ending. Sure, it's 6 episodes, but so what? If it's its own original series, give it its own opening. Don't be lazy and just add the titles, just add the show's title appear with eye-catch music appearing. Saiki Suro. Something like that. It's lazy. It's lazy. Anyway, let's get to episode 1, which actually, I've been teasing this for quite a bit, but episode 1, per se, episode 1 is actually one of the oldest chapters to be adapted. That is chapter 4, released back in 2012. Manga released only back in 2012. So, it's been 14 years. The anime got adaptation 4 years later. Basically, 4 years in the manga debut, the anime got announced. I don't know why some chapters were skipped. That's me. If they're adapting the series, they should adapt all the chapters. We're going to do it in a full season. I don't know. We kept the chapters still left and Reawakened stuff content. They can make a full-on another season. And conclusion and the epilogue could have been one whole part of an entire season. Oh well. It's a paper adaptation though. So yeah. Reason is, chapter 4 is just after Kaido's debut. So he and Nendo, this is the first time he and Nendo ever interacted. There's a lot of dialogue choices. They're fighting a dog named Wind. Alright. In the dub, this girl character, which actually have a cameo in this main series, in the season 2 finale, reversing characters that were not adapted. So, in the dub, she's played by Sharami Lay. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. We know her as Sailor Venus. And then the only person recognize her as Lucy Harpelia from Fairy Tail. My favorite Fairy Tail character. She's basically the straight man or straight woman of the group and the shenanigans. And no way, I will get back to Fairy Tail. How many episodes? Grand Magic Games. Part 1, 151 to 175. There are 24 episodes. Part 2 is much longer, episode 176 to 203. That's over 30 episodes. So if I want to do a review on that, it's going to take me a whole day to do it. But I will mark my time when I can. Now, I may do high school. I'll to go over and say season 2 tomorrow. And start watching season 2 of Mission Yosaka Family, which finally has come out on Disney Plus. That's not a joke, but it's finally now available on Disney Plus. I don't know what the delay was. Was it legal with Shields or something? Right, is Shields in the UK? The UK release? Even bizarrely, still no sign of the winter arc special of Another Mark. It was an on-camera special. I wouldn't care much, but it adapts the story arc of the manga, the winter arc, and it's not shown up yet. If season 2 arrives, that would confuse a lot of people if they watch it. That's going to confuse a lot of people if they don't release it before season 2. I'm just saying. But, oh, fuck me, I guess. Anyway. So, yeah. By the way, Jeremy seems to pronounce the name Wind. So, I could have sworn she said Windy when I first watched. That's actually Wind. It's just probably how she says it. That might be the reason. And doing the worst miscast. Whoever got miscast in the series. Oh, Kaido's voice is actually pretty good. He's played by Zach Angela, Tanjiro Kamado from Demon Slayer, which is a weird coincidence because Tanjiro's Japanese VA, Natsuki Hanai, is Taritsuka. So it's kind of a weird coincidence that they have that voice there. Saiki's voice is alright, but Jerry Jewell's way better. She's alright. Barry Cameron does do a good job as Hiro. I can't remember who. I think this one sounds more bad. Doesn't sound that great. I think Saiki's mother, Kurumi, was definitely miscast. The voice sounds a little too mature. I put it, sensible. She's supposed to be a goof. She's supposed to be a kind-hearted idiot, but with a demonic side. The voice didn't really match the character. Yeah. So you could now context. It's easy to tell that this was from early on in the manga's run. One a few episodes. Let's say about in that same episode, focus on Saiki, Kaido's, and Nendo's mothers meeting. A parent-teacher meeting happened recently, so the three are getting along. We get some callbacks to old episodes. And then that Nendo's father is called Riki Takeuchi. Yeah, first time he's named. And you go age, that Nendo's mother is 32 and Nendo's 17. Like, time reversal and stuff. Nendo's still 17, as he mentioned that age when he met Saiki's grandpa in season 1. So that makes it so that counting down, I think she was like 15 when she got pregnant, but Nendo's dad died before he was born. That makes no sense, does it? It's like even commented, how old was he when he met Takeuchi? Go back to that season 2's time travel episode. So, and well, let's say about Saiki, Kusuo's psychic powers. But okay, since Saiki's power, Saiki was there, he managed to make the right situation, making him think psychic some different type of words. So yeah. Now, I've got to mention, in of conclusion, it's like he actually spoke for the first time. And then the comment says he feels like he's hearing his voice for the first time, even though they heard it before. That's kind of a meta way, because this is the first time we ever seen Saiki actually speak. Which in a way makes sense. He doesn't need to speak to anyone properly for years. As he's talked to his family, people know psychic powers telepathically. You know, he's not shown move with his mouth. So it's also the first time the audience actually hear him speak through his mouth, not through their minds. So yeah, another one of the segments in that episode. What was that on? I'm kind of forgotten. Oh, I don't know about it up. Let's go to the other segments from the episodes. One, like I said, focuses on Akechi. You know, just wanted to hang out in his own way. You know, he's kind of creepy. We get two new characters for this portion. One of them is named Iguchi, who's a teacher. New teacher for the classroom. Teacher. Now I'm confused though. Okay, the previous home teacher transferred to a different class, which is Doritsuka's class. Thinking about it, I don't get it. She appeared towards the end of season 2 in conclusion. Like, she appeared in conclusion. That makes no damn sense. It was doing homeroom, wasn't it? Or was that doing like another class? Oh, it's not Japanese school. So they have the same teacher throughout the entire lessons, or just one teacher? Because I know in Arizona they have multiple teachers doing classes. Yeah, never mind. It's just one thing about Iguchi. He has a unique face. A face that makes him look like a perv. There's no misunderstandings. But he's overall a kind teacher. Really actually caring and just trying to understand his students. Even though he's a weird face, I think he's a likable character. He could have been appearing a lot more gags, but he's only appeared in 3 segments. I'm not kidding, he's like appeared in 3 segments. His debut, when he's mistaken as a peeping Tom. Third was he soon Nendo was being bullied. I'm not joking on that one. It's a fun episode, that was. There's also another character that transferred to Teritsuka's class. And how wow, Teritsuka was. Just don't forget, Teritsuka transferred to the second classroom. Stereotypical way, the other transfer students appear. And the girl's name is Suzumi, and she's a unique case. One thing, she's in love with Teritsuka. Yeah. Also, she's very, 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 very unlucky. Yeah. She has the most bad luck. Bad luck, like even end up getting someone killed. We found out later from Ayura that she has the mark of death on her face. So yeah, but she's mistakenly thinks she's clumsy. Again, she only appears in like a few segments. I can't remember how many. But when coming in contact with Sato, His no his averageness ends up balancing out her luck. Balance out her unluck. Cheers, nice bags. Fluke is unluck. Fluke goes unluck. Oh, I hate spiders. Why is it always my room when they come in? Go to someone else's room, you little pests. God, I'm sick of them. It's annoying. They always pick my room. It's always my room, no one else's. Everyone's window's always freaking open, so why not their room? Seriously, it's always my fucking room. I don't know why. You know, like a spider, looks like a bloody beetle. So yeah, again, not good much detail because it is very comedic. I was calling my manga. Fuck. Yes, I'm not. And we had to learn the reason why Suzumiya is so unlucky, but that's going to spoiler territory. I want to keep that. I want to keep that reveal to you, the audience who decides to watch it, or at least read the manga where it happens. But it happens much, much later. Sometime after Ketchi's debut. But we get an episode which was interesting. It's a sort of a crossover episode between Saiki and another Shonen Jump series. Have you ever heard of Hero Studies? See, the episode is adapting a chapter released in 2017, 5 years after the manga began. You don't know? The manga began in 2012. So, the episode adapting it celebrated the manga's 5th anniversary. But of course, some punks from the manga Hero Studies come in claiming they're better. That's supposed to be comedic because it's a manga series written by Shoichi Aso, the author of Saiki. It predates Saiki by a couple years. It ran from 66 chapters. It ran for 66 chapters and 6 volumes from 2007 to 2008. And sadly, I cannot give all of it a read. I can only find 5 translated chapters out of all of 66. So I can't give the entire series a read, but it seems to be based on a one-shot. And what you get with the characters seem to be in character. The teacher's he's supposed to be a hero, but he's not supposed to be not really a nice guy. More the comedy. I think it's supposed to be the whole comedy from this episode. It's more of the criticism that series received. I don't know. Again, unless I probably read the series or maybe wait for a whole video on Wild. Maybe wait for Trent to balance video on the 2007 Shonen Jump, which probably be a long while for now. Like without all the others, I can't officially read all of them. It's sad. I really want to give it a read because I'm a fan of Saiki. I want to see what this previous work was like. So yeah, it's a whole episode. But if you're really up for the manga, you might enjoy the episode more. I enjoyed it for what it was, but since I'm not that familiar with Hero Studies, I couldn't be that interested. The joke is, they think they read for 24 volumes. I think that's the amount of volumes Saiki K has. Yeah. I'm gonna hear title cards actually reference some things from season 2, like the robot cat that Kusuke built, and part of it also shows talks about shows image of Kusuke on the giant robotic cat from the conclusion story. Didn't notice that detail until watching the 6 episodes. Let's see what episodes there are. There's one big focus about Ayura. As she's trying to use her powers to help Saiki. She calls Saiki's selfish, but I can't understand where Saiki's coming from. They could be in danger if they're discovered. They could. Any governmental facilities will try and take them in just to use their powers for their own. And that soul was trying to. And that was sort of happening. But we were not really a government, more like a mafia or yakuza. And when she was using her powers accurately. So even though she didn't really exactly learn her lesson. But anyway, I understand why Ayora wants to help people. But she shouldn't show off her powers. She can still use her powers to help people. Just do it more discreetly, like Saiki sometimes does. So, I mentioned when Akechi comes from based out of the stone in season 2, they actually reference Dr. Stone by Riichiro Inagaki and Boichi, which currently is airing its final season. His final part, to be specific. I'm fucking missing it. I managed to catch up on part 1. Now I'm missing most of part 3. I'm gonna catch up, but I got one more month. I got one more month until it's over. Ah, shit. Yeah. Anyway, Saiki K is still enjoyable. I've mentioned there's one segment from episode 2 that's a parody of it's a parody of card games, but more simply Yu-Gi-Oh! It represents spells, traps, monsters, saying turn ender. So you say in Japanese. The dub changes it to my turn ended. To add the comedic moment at Rebel Comedy. It's a good episode here. I found a Yu-Gi-Oh! Let's get into what we all waiting for the epilogue, episode 6 that adapts the epilogue chapters. So, Saiki's now living a normal high school life, no psychic powers. Or the whole thing that happened at the end of that one. Possibly made powers, but he hasn't ever seen no more outbursts that happen, so probably just nothing. His first portion is about Saiki just living life with normal high school students. Yeah, he doesn't get paid Tanahashi. And gets picked on by some jerks who like her. Thinking he's just messing around, even though he doesn't really care for her like that. Oh, I forgot one of the segments was actually a comedic one about useless powers. It's a weird one too. Sorry. But after basically, Saiki's trying to say not helping out in ways. Also, now they're third years. Two of these guys in the same class now. Making more comedian for more gags. I actually want to see a sort of mini sequel that focuses on Saiki's life as a third year. Just a mini sequel series that's focused on the life of third year. What's in store for him. There's some differences and stuff that Saiki's now an adult and turning 18. legally an adult. You see what they could do with that, more stories like that, if the author wanted to. But I hope they create a new work as well. I want to see that series serialized and Jump. Alright, seems nothing is normal as Saiki starts to realize his powers might be coming back. Rokusuke's explanation. Because Saiki was born with his powers, his body had to alter itself on the inside to adapt to the powers. So basically, it's still not permanently sealed. Saiki lives most of the 7 months by denying it, but he can't deny anymore his powers are coming back. He actually doesn't want to help take down a meteor. In his friend's cries, he's inside. Even comments on this that he's not be able to live it. He can't. His normal peaceful life didn't last. But yet he's starting to think he might like the hassle. As the episode ends with the line he started the series with, "My name is Kusuo Saiki, and I'm a psychic." Similar lines he said when he was introduced all the way back in chapter 1 of the manga. I don't know why this wasn't his own. I don't know why it was epilogue chapters, not his own series. I don't know why they have the epilogues and not part of the main series as continuation chapters or something. I don't know. That was Reawakened. Great, but I do have some issues. Voice cast, I mix on the voice cast with the dub. No open ending makes them lazy. And I can't think of anything else. Oh no, it's too short. There are actually probably more chapters that weren't adapted. I guess I'll see when I actually continue reading the manga. But so I guess watching and enjoy content. These ones up by one small scratch out of do with future. And this is my last Saiki review. But now I don't know for sure. The anime celebrated its 10th anniversary this year, but I don't think I'll make any new content with Saiki K. Who knows? But guess for now, this is my last video on Saiki K. It's the anime. I still got the manga and a live action movie to cover. So thank you. I'll see you guys next time. Keep Felix out.